Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me, and thank you chat managers for your help. I appreciate it. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the bell. I will be with you in 30 to 40 seconds, enough time to allow everyone to get into the chat. Hi everyone. I hope you all had a great weekend. Hi Sarah Glantz, Michelle Mabel, Creative One, Janet, Lisa Mailing, Teresa, Firefly, Craig Dixon. Welcome, welcome. Viola Woods. Okay. Hi Ron. I, over the weekend, I was focusing on on our so-called justices, and I was trying to figure out if they care about not only the protests, but if you listen to different people and see how women are impacted by this abortion thing. This is, it feels like to me those justices, the conservative side, lack common sense. And you know something, guys, as I focus on them, these people don't care. It's like, at one point, I believe it was yesterday afternoon, I was trying, since I've never met a Taliban, but I was focusing on Mullah Omar. As you know, we don't need to know the person. In person, you don't have to see them. You simply tap on the energy. It feels like to me, Alito is as radical as Mullah Omar. The only difference, it feels like to me, he is more educated. There are boundaries to certain things, certain behaviors. That's basically the difference. But guys, it feels like those people, they have a mission. That's how they looked at this. And as I'm saying this, I'm being shown a headline. I did not have a chance to read it over the weekend, that Alito has been planning this for a very long time, and I'm sure Thomas as well. Thomas, intuitively, I feel this guy is a danger, in a sense that any black person who grew up in the South have suffered certain humiliations, certain things you didn't like. And I don't ask me to explain this, but it feels like to me, instead of Thomas using those experiences, since he's so well educated and he has risen to the position that he's in as the justice in this country, you think he would use that experience to do good because the guy is well educated and no matter what, he made it. No. Intuitively it feels like to me, I didn't think about looking at his astrological chart. Thank you very much. Call me Annie for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Exactly. Call Me Annie says, I think they are vindictive over the January 6th committee and maybe are getting scared they might be lacked looked at next, or they will be looked at next. In any event, uh, Thomas, instead of using his past traumas in a positive way, it feels like to me he wants to hurt others. And when Ms. Hill, I forget her first name right now, but I'm sure all of you know, the professor, the teacher who, oh my God, Anita Hill, testified against him during his confirmation hearing. I had a hard time believing everything she was saying about him. After yesterday, I focused on that guy. There is something that's not quite right up here. None of us are perfect. But the way I got him, this guy has no qualm about inflicting pain on others, and he will laugh at you and ridicule you. That's why we heard after they basically abolish, well, they knocked down Roe v. Wade, he said gay marriage and everything else except for interracial marriage, which is in one, they all fair play. And somebody said it, and I'm not going to say it was only because I got it intuitively, but somebody said it as well. I don't remember who, but the person said, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking I'm getting 3 or 4 things coming in at once, and okay. I feel like saying Thomas thinks he's special, okay? And what he did, declaring all those things, he was inviting when he said, the thing about gay marriage or any other rights that are not in the Constitution, he's inviting people. That's what somebody on TV said, and I was getting it as well. That's why, because I don't want to say it and one of you heard it and think that I'll try to be, I'm being very honest with this. I'll tell you when I get something and someone else says it. In any event, but that is true. They are, and those who are saying they will not stop at Roe v. Wade, they will continue. That's what Thomas was doing. Have you guys, I'm sure all of us know he hasn't said very much since he was on the court. He was like silent on everything until recently he started speaking and asserting himself, since the conservatives are in the majority. Now, to him and his crazy sick mind, it's payback. That's what he's doing now. And I hope, and also let me say this, I don't want anyone to get depressed over this. Trust me, he's going to get his comeuppance, okay? But also, for some reason, I've always felt, Joel Tilson says gay rights are the next target, of the radical right. Absolutely, you're correct. I feel like saying, I've always felt that there were things that Biden could do and Congress could do to blunt. Well, I did not know what. I heard over the weekend, yes, Congress can curtail their authority, and there are a bunch of stuff. It's somebody who is, well, of course, expert in the law, and knows all the rules and everything, she was saying, she listed a whole bunch of stuff that Congress can do to curtail the power of those guys. And don't be surprised. I said Monday, Friday or Thursday, whenever the decree came down, the verdict came down. Is that how they call it when something is declared from the court, from the Supreme Court? I don't know. I'm not sure. In any event, these people, to me, Ham, Alito, and Gorsuch, these guys are driven. And, I have to do some research on Alito to find out. It seems like he has a mother issue. Alito, that is. I don't know. I know he's from Jersey. I have to find out, Google him or something, find a little bit about his family background. But this guy is a vindictive. Somebody said it here. I paused it, and the person is correct. I don't remember as I looked at the screen and the comments scrolled up. I don't remember who said it, but yes, some of those guys are very vindictive, and that's what they are doing right now. They are unloading all the anger they have inside, and everything that comes there. We're just like prayers in school. It doesn't bother me where people pray, but the separation of church and state, I don't know the law, but all those things, these people, we haven't seen anything yet. If Congress and Biden don't stand up and do something, and I feel they will. I heard yesterday, I don't remember the president's name because I was driving, but it was in the early 1900s, and the Supreme Court was behaving just like those guys are behaving today, or they been knocked down something, and the president basically went toe-to-toe with them and told them he was going to increase the court or something like that. They backed down. And I feel Biden and Congress, since I've always felt we would be able to keep the House and the Senate. I feel this is going to help a lot. It's going to drive a lot of people, and it's not only women, a lot of guys to the polls, because this is not only about women, but it's about us guys, our girlfriends and wives, and also the lives of those women in our lives can be at stake, and they may need, a procedure done. So I feel that's going to help Democrats tremendously in November. But what I wanted to press on people I was hoping by yesterday, when I focus on those justices, that there would be a little bit of a remorse. No. That lady, I don't remember her name right now, Amy, she doesn't care. She's not like the other guys. It feels like to me, the way I'm getting it, she came to do a job. The job is everything that, the conservative doctrine, she's going to go for it. It's a job. And she got the job. She has a job to do. She did it. And she was put there because of her views. And they lied in order for them to get there. But I feel the Supreme Court is going to get a lot of pushback. And I don't know, maybe it's a smart thing. Jeannie Thomas is going to go through some things. And Clarence's words are not going to help her because anything, not that, Thomas is a pretty selfish and self-centered guy too. But he doesn't want to be alone, nor having to deal with his wife's. If she has a lot of problems, it bothers him. So he's going to have a lot of headaches in the coming days because of her activities. And don't be surprised, and I've said this before, that will touch Clarence as well because he's going to be asked how much of his wife's activities that he was aware of and when he was aware of them. And the notion that Jeannie Thomas said she wants to testify and all of that, there's a very good chance she will have to testify. I don't think it's because she wants to. I would be surprised unless she realizes she's going to be subpoenaed and she will agree to show up. But she's not going to be able to explain what intuitively I feel took place. So Thomas is going to have some issues. And I feel like saying, because of the pressure being exerted on basically the court, the liberal side, they've done the best they could. They're in a minority, and they don't like the way because they know those guys are partisans. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They were placed there by McConnell. They have their, tasks. So they just taking them off one by one. That's basically that's how Amy sees the job. But the guys, they have their own religious stuff going on. Clarence is revenge. He's angry about his trauma from childhood. How he feels he was humiliated. I am not saying it's not true. But when you are that well educated, you can see a therapist and get better, get some counseling. Instead, he's channeling it in the wrong way. That's a big problem. That's not what's going to take Thomas down. But I feel he's going to have a lot of issues in the not too distant future. And the notion that those people are going to be there, like Amy is going to be there for 50 years because she's so young. Life is so strange. Here today, gone tomorrow. So I don't believe in that stuff. I don't feel these people are going to be able to keep us under their thumbs for very long because if they are not careful, first of all, their reputation has taken a major blow, but also they are going to become, because they're going to be viewed as ineffective and a bunch of partisan hacks, and it's going to affect them. Those who remain, if the conservative side is still in the majority. That's my prediction. But like the title of my video asks, do they care? The conservative side don't care one bit. They are doing just like when Trump went into the presidency. Ryan already had his list of things that he wanted done. They're not Trump's, Trump got his agenda from those Republicans, and then he just went down the list. That's basically what he did. And if we elect a Republican president on 24, the same thing is going to happen. Social Security, or even if the Senate, if the House and the Senate turns over, is turned over to the conservatives, Social Security and a whole bunch of stuff, yeah, are gonna go in a different way. So, Republicans have a long list of stuff that they want to do. So, we're gonna have to tell them at the ballot box that no, that's not gonna happen. And I feel that's what's going to happen. Let's keep our fingers crossed. The next reference is Trump, his enablers over January 6th. Like I said it before, and I'm just going to repeat today. And I saw this morning, it was this morning, I saw an attorney on CNN who basically said if Trump gets indicted, it will not be difficult to convict him. And if you hear all those stuff about his intent, the guy said there are so many things they can charge Trump for. Not all of them you have to prove intent. So Trump, I've always said it, he will get indicted and he's not going to be able to wiggle his way out of some of those charges. And he knows it. The only thing he's trying to do right now, he is going to try to use his base as a weapon. Okay, thinking that he can manipulate them to repeat what the January 6th did, or try to, on a grander scale, cause chaos. I don't feel that's going to work. And I know he had a rally this past Saturday somewhere, I believe, Illinois, I think. In any event, I don't feel, he put on a brave face where one of the senators, I believe I heard, that said he delivered something for the white race or something like that. something racist that woman made. I don't remember what it was, but it was racist. In any event, I feel like saying panic no longer defines, it's worse than panicking, what's going on in the Trump camp. And the notion of running for office again, he can forget it. It's not happening. And let me tell you guys, I would not be surprised or to learn Liz Cheney, he's the one who's going to make sure, even if he was thinking about it remotely, I don't know how this can be done, but she's going to make sure DOJ does not allow Trump to run again. I don't know how it's going to be done, but every time I focus on her, that's her way of telling him in nasty words. You guys can figure it out. I'm not going to say it. Patricia M says, Bino, do you see Biden adding more justices by later this year? I would love that. But I don't feel that's one of the options that he has. But Saturday or Friday, while he was flying to Europe, and I feel he's being honest about it, that's not one of the things that he wants to do, although that's one of the options. But let me tell you guys, there is so much pressure being put on Biden and Congress right now. Okay, something is going to be done. But I have to be honest with you as well. The Democrats want to use, well, it's only fair, Republicans' mistakes like this, okay, knocking down Roe v. Wade, they want to, use it to motivate people to get to the poll as well. So don't be surprised if, if there is a give and take or a way of playing with this thing before they take concrete action. Because this can play, I feel it will play very well against Republicans. And don't forget, the January 6th Commission is not done with its hearings. So all those things together, Democrats can use them to put Republicans in a very, very bad place. And to believe that's what I feel, and Democrats can win. But they have to get out and fight. And also some of them are getting tired of their base calling them cowards. And the other thing I feel like saying today is a little update on Putin. Putin is beside himself just like Trump. The past couple of days, it seems like they're talking about nukes again. They are full of baloney. And there's something I feel that's going to stop him. But every time I look at the people who are talking about nukes, right now they want to nuke. Oh, somebody asked me, I don't know if I answered the person's question, but it has to do with England. And because they wanted to nuke England, that's Putin doesn't want to do anything that will unleash Article 5 on him. That's my prediction. Although, he feels like he's making progress on convincing Xi to see things his way. And Xi is tempted, but Xi is afraid of openly supporting Putin because we don't hear anything that they are talking. We simply don't know about it. Okay? And the only reason why she's tempted, he's looking for a way, if anything can help him. And what I'm saying this, something I heard on the news yesterday, and I was very happy, and Biden discussed it with the G7 countries, members. They are putting some money aside to help underdeveloped countries or even developed countries who are trying to side with or trying to get loans from China. I've mentioned this before, what the Chinese are doing in Africa. But I'm going to go a little further this time. As I was listening to this news yesterday morning, China or Xi has a plan, okay? If they lend you some money, because we have to remember, Xi wants to knock us out and take our possession, but he's using a different way. He's trying to muscle his way as opposed to, do the right thing, bring people to his side. We're competing. Whoever makes the best TV, that's what people are gonna buy the best TV at a reasonable price. He's not doing that. He's holding a gun, thinking that he's gonna force people. That's what Putin wanted, and that's why Putin is in a war with Ukraine. You're gonna be my friend. If you don't want to, I'm gonna cock the gun and put it in your head, and you're my friend, okay? But my prediction is those countries who are doing this, the time hasn't presented itself yet. What she is going to do, it's a big country. He has a big military. Let's say, for example, from what I understand, he's in Jamaica or any small country, okay? He can unload 10,000 troops and he does whatever he wants. I don't know if it's going to happen exactly that way, but that's my prediction. A lot of countries, if they are uh, located in an area, he feels he needs a foothold to knock us down, or he can use for him to put a base or something. That's their next step. I don't know if they're doing it already. You guys can let me know. But that is China's next step. And giving people loans, from what I understand, South America, they're doing a lot of stuff, a lot of that as well. Okay, they are building all kinds of stuff, roads and stuff. If you can't pay, you have a problem. That's their next step. And that's my prediction. So let's see what happens. Okay, let me answer some questions. Okay. Yeah, John Johnson, you're right. I just heard about it, but you know something? Yeah. But, you know, every time Putin does something and his military, they do something like that, all I keep getting is, yes, we are losing, a lot of innocent people are dying. But his day will come, for sure. John Johnson is talking about, John Johnson is talking about this morning, those of you, if you haven't heard, Russia basically bombed a shopping mall full of people. Okay. Well, they shot a missile into it. And no, I don't want to see one of those videos because I know it's terrible. But I wish I could make it happen. Unfortunately, I have no power to do this. All I know is we will get to watch Putin beg for his life. Let's see what happens. Okay. Zuba says, I hope Thomas and his corrupt wife are caught in more shady activities. Oh, yeah. I believe one of the January 6th committee members said there's a lot more to come that we haven't heard about yet. So, oh yeah, there are things we don't know about yet and they are still investigating. Okay. Oh yeah, Rita Moon says, did you see Rudy complaining about the tap on the back and being called, yeah, I'm sorry, but yes, I saw that. Okay, when I saw that this morning, what I got is Rudy's digging the hole deeper for himself. He's a pathological liar. I mean, can you imagine from being mayor of New York City? People always thought you were, a jerk. And then all of a sudden you go out and prove to people what they thought of you were correct. That's what Rudy is doing. And Rudy has major issues. Rudy is not, for the rest of his life, he's not going to have peace. I mean, what is he going to get from somebody who works, I don't know the name of the supermarket. The guy works on a supermarket. He has no money. Guy's dumb. Anyway, I am looking for the next question. Layla22 says Biden cannot possibly add more justices until we get more seats. That should be apparent. Folks will have to vote and help people get registered to vote and to the polls. Yes, you're right. I don't know well, you need a majority in both chambers to get there. So, but I don't know how if you can do it on a 51-50, because when I say 51, the VP voting with the Democrats. So, but I'm sure you're right. All I care is that, Biden does something. And I feel they'll do. Him and Pelosi and Schumer will come up with something. Okay. I'm looking for more questions. Sandra Peterson said the Democrats had a bill to codify Roe, but not enough votes. Mentioned in cinema blocked it. Yeah, wow. Oh, was that? No, there was something else that mentioned in cinema did the same thing, so I'm not surprised. Yeah. Charlie C. Sage of Fire says Milo will Breyer stay in his seat. No rule says he has to go at specific time. I don't know. I mean, if Justice Breyer, if you're talking about the one, oh my God, Judge Jackson is supposed to replace, he's gonna go. I don't feel he's staying. And you know something? Given the dynamic of the court right now, the way the conservative side is behaving, and I believe, as I'm saying this, I'm being reminded that something was in the news not too long ago. Things are not well at the Supreme Court. So, you know, at Breyer's age, why should he stay? I wouldn't stay either, you know. So I'd be surprised, I'd be shocked. Oh, wait a minute. Charlie, he said he was retiring. So, but I feel he's going to go, unfortunately. I see what you're saying. I wasn't thinking before. I see what you're saying. I feel he's going to go. Yeah. But I don't know. The question about he doesn't have to go, I don't know about that. I don't know anything about the rules. As I have been saying to everyone, I know nothing about these things. I only repeat about what after you guys, or if I hear it in the news or someplace else. Okay. All right. Francine Janine says 126 Republicans signed illegal documents to overturn the election results after the results were certified in the states. Will all of them be in trouble? Mo Brooks has to have them all pardoned. Nobody's going to get pardoned, my friend. I don't know how many. I'm not going to lie to you. I have no clue. But I'm going to keep saying what I've been saying for at least 3 years. Trump is going to take a lot of them down with him. I don't know. And a lot of people from Congress, and I've always said that, a lot of people from Congress are going to go down with him. So, okay, what I feel is what's going to hold this is how brave Democrats get. And if they were to ask me to advise them, I'd say unload everything you got on the Republicans, because Republicans expect them to do nothing. Just sit there and twiddle their thumbs and, yeah. You got to unload on them, they can make them think twice, okay? And mostly at this point, because of everything that's been going on, the whole baggage they're carrying, the baggage they're carrying for Trump, among other things they want to impose on the rest of us, for they're in the minority in the country. Yeah, we simply have to go out and vote and like them out, and no, they won't like it very much. But we got to unload on them, teach them a lesson. That's what I feel. Okay, friends, today is Monday, so I will be back later, same time. If you like the channel, please subscribe and also tap on the bell. If you would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com, or you can call me from my YouTube number, or you can send me an email. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. Please hit the thumbs up. It would help me a lot. I will see you all this evening, same time. Till then, bye.